teacup. You just keep turning the wheel.
It's pretty heavy.
On the pickup. I can some.
Oh, there you are. Please remain seated until your teacup comes to a stop, then walk to the nearest exit. Bye-bye.
Good. Alright, definitely. Do you want that argument? Spinny seat thing? It wasn't going the other day.
Take one here. Take a picture here. Take a picture? Yep. Or what?
Por favor, permanezcan sentados, agárrense fuerte y no traten de girar, balancear o agiñar. Una vez que el conductor nos dé la luz verde, empezará el concierto.
Somewhere over there.
Hold on. Go down and come back. I'll be right back inside.
kangaroos. Socially some left. Coming.
I'm coming. There you go.
This is a wetland over here to the right hand side. A lot of the trash that we trash, guys, in our freeways, our streets, before it hits the Pacific coast, they get collected over here in the wetlands in the right hand side. This is an area where they did the filmings over here by the chapel to the right hand side. And in the left hand side, the brand new hospital, guys, for the Marines and Navies. This is where it's located, the Maritime Museum. Beautiful Maritime Museum, guys, from San Diego. Back into the right hand side once. Beautiful community, guys, the city of San Diego. I love San Diego. That's where it's located, the Star Ada India. Star Ada India. And the famous transporter. See that transporter in front of the bus to the right hand side? That's the midway transporter, guys.
Dear viewers, struggling to stay awake after a 2-hour bus ride. We're just about to approach San Diego Zoo, where we will be for about the next 5-ish, 6 hours. And yeah, looking forward to it.
What? Did you for your flower? I don't think so.
Which birthday we're celebrating this year? Yeah, good job. 100 years ago, our founder, Dr. Harry Wegeforth, heard the roar of a lion. And from that roar, he started the zoo that you're at right now, 100 years ago, saving species every single day since we've been open. And of course, you guys are a big part of that because we need your help to continue to save species and lead the fight against extinction. By buying those tickets or memberships today, you've already helped us out and became a wildlife hero. So thank you very much for coming and visiting us here today. Here on the right-hand side, you'll get a good view of our Caribbean flamingos. Now, those Caribbean flamingos are the largest and most colorful of all different flamingo species. Also, the one thing you'll notice inside there are mud nests, and you usually won't see those throughout the year. Just around that lagoon, you'll find our tiger trail, hippo trail, and our monkey trail. Also, I do like to point out here, 1 second, folks. Exit here on the left-hand side. Now, past that exit sign, folks, you'll find more of our zoo. You're going to find our Discovery Outpost, which has our children's zoo, our Skyfari East, which are those buckets going up and over, and our reptile house with that red roof building directly ahead of us. So much more to see after the tour.
Children's zoo, often that means...
Now, we do have a couple of rules on the bus, folks. We do ask that you please keep all body parts inside the bus at all times. Also, if you do want to stand up on tour, by all means, you're more than welcome to, but we do ask that you only stand on the floor, not on our seats. We are also a botanical garden. We have over 700,000 plants on the ground with about 6,000 different species of plants, including native, exotic, and we even have endangered species. Now, when I say endangered, what do I mean? I mean, as a human, if we don't step in and do something about it, they will go extinct. And what do I mean by extinct? No more, never again. Speaking of extremely endangered, here on the right-hand side, we're going to get a peek into our Malayan tiger exhibit. Now, throughout the tour, I do like to ask you guys trivia questions. My first question is, why do tigers have stripes? Camouflage, very good. Now, it looks like it's working out pretty good. Believe it or not, we do have a total of 3 Malayan tigers here. Is recycle your cell phone. By recycling that cell phone, we don't have to go into the tiger's habitat and mine certain materials that we build ourselves. You might see a head popping out. Those are our river hippos. We do have a total of 3 river hippos here. We have our male Otis and our female Punani, and they had a baby about 1.5 years ago that's named Debbie. So we have our river hippo exhibit. The one thing you will notice as we drive by is most of the viewing area is under the water. And that's because they spend close to 65% of their day in the water. And they do that to protect themselves from the sun. They have pretty sensitive skin, so again, they go into the water to protect from the sun. Now, we don't take our buses up there because the pandas like it nice and quiet. If they hear loud sounds, it actually stresses out the panda, and that's not a good thing. We want to make sure that our animals are nice and comfortable. So again, that's why we don't take our buses up towards the pandas. Now, I do recommend going to visit those pandas after the tour because I've seen that line reach close to 2 hours long to view. Takik and Chinook. Now, if you don't see them right now, folks, from what I see over there, the viewing glass, you'll see people over there looking on the other side of this exhibit. So you can walk through this exhibit and see the entire thing, because a lot of times our polar bears do like to hang out over there because there is a little bit more shade. Now, the way we adjust the weather for our polar bears here is we adjust their diet. Next, we have our southern Geranooks, and the one thing you'll notice about those southern Geranooks over there is the length of their neck. They have one of the longest necks. Right next door to the exit sign, remember I pointed out the Skyfari Tram on the east side of the zoo. Well, this is our west entrance here on the left-hand side. Exhibit. Now, they're actually not a wolf, folks. They're part of their own candid genus family, so they're not a wolf, a jackal, a dog, or a fox. Now, they're very timid animals, so they're not usually out. Oh, folks, we got a good view there in that right-hand corner. You'll see our Maine wolves right over there. Now, again, they're not a wolf. They're part of their own candid genus family, and that's probably one thing that you notice as we drive by is a different smell. Kind of smells like a skunk around here, and that's actually the Maine wolves putting that smell off. Comes through their urine, and they use it as a marking tool. Point our rock hyrex exhibit, folks. You'll see a couple of them in there. Here on the left-hand side, on the far right, you'll see a couple hanging out right over there. Again, those are our African hyrex, rock hyrex right over there. And also here on the right-hand side is our African lion exhibit, folks. There's our female Etosha right over there on that kitty perch. San Diego Zoo, our founder heard the roar of a lion, and he wanted to start the zoo. And again, of 3 jaguars here, we have our male Wapo, our female Nadiri, and their little cub that's about a 1.5 years old, little Valerio. So if you look over towards that plexiglass, that's where you'll see him. It looks like he's going to go back into the shade. Also, you'll notice inside this exhibit a whole bunch of enrichment items for their dinner. We'll actually stock that pond up with tilapia so they can go inside there and do their hunting. Again, all a part of the enrichment program. Now, many of you are probably wondering, Joe, didn't we say we're going into Elephant Odyssey? Where are the elephants? Well, they're coming up here on the right-hand side. We do have a total of 6 elephants here. And this enclosure, this exhibit wraps all the way around, folks. So it looks like we're going to be doing some maintenance in this area. So let's cruise around our Elephant Care Center where we can find our wonderful elephants. Now, our first 2 elephants ever to arrive at the San Diego Zoo is back in the 1920s. It was Queenie and Empress, and they had quite the journey to get here. They took a train. The mic just for a little bit because we do have a keeper talking to some people here about the elephants, and we don't like to talk over them. So sit back, enjoy, and I'll be back on right after this, you guys.
I told you it was cooler at the top. Oh, there's one over there, and they're not.
As we pass by on the right-hand side, you'll get a view of some more of our elephants right over here. And that's one of our female African elephants. And the way that you can tell, folks, are by the ears. The ears on an African elephant are much larger than the ears on an Asian elephant. Also, the ears on that African elephant are shaped like the continent of Africa. So that'll help you guys out. And we're going to pull forward just a little bit, and you'll get a better view once we pass this little rock formation area. One male that'll be coming up here shortly on the right. Now, the reason why our male hangs out by himself is because it's a natural instinct for our elephants. Usually the females do not want the males around unless it's that time of year. Again, that's Ranjipur there. Ranjipur just turned 50 years old this year. He weighs close to 12,000 pounds. It can lay close to 300 pounds of poop in one day. I know, that's a lot of poop, right, you guys? But guess what? We are a botanical garden, so we use it as a fertilizer. Also, I can tell by some of your faces, you want to take some poop home, don't you? Yeah, I'm right over there. I see it. You want some, and this is how you can take some home. If you go to our gift shop, we actually sell poop paper. We've turned it into a stationery. Talk about a recycling program, huh? Now again, this is Ranjipur. Check out those tusks. They're pretty impressive, pretty thick, but a matter of fact, they were about 3.5 feet longer. That pronghorn that you see in there can run around 55 miles per hour for a duration of 5 miles. He's actually known as the first fastest land mammal in North America. Now those dromedary camels there, folks, why am I calling it a dromedary camel? You think they're good drama or actors because they're drama? No, what do you guys think? What's a dromedary camel mean? Yes, very good, ma'am. A one-hump camel is a dromedary camel. Does anybody know what we call a two-hump camel? It's a Bactrian camel. How about a 3-hump camel? I heard it, a pregnant Bactrian camel. Very good, you guys. That there are only 22 condors left in the world. Folks, that's less than the amount of people on the lower level of this bus right now in the entire world. So we knew we had to do something. We had to do something quick or else they would have gone extinct. And what did we do? We rounded up all 22. We brought them into captivity and we did more research. We discovered DDTs or pesticides and lead poisoning actually almost wiped out their population. So now we had to do research on how to get their population back up. So all those, except for those little juveniles in there I just saw fighting with each other, they all have an important job. Does anybody remember the name of the little meerkat from Lion King? My favorite movie. Oh, come on. I know one of you guys know it. Timon. Very good, you guys. Yeah. Now remember, we are non-profit here, so everything is done by fundraisers and donations. We've been fundraising for over 14 years and have raised close to $60 million to finish out this project. And our goal is to have it done and ready for you guys to come and enjoy next summer. So we'll see those as we make our way around. Again, they're on the other side of this building. that we're going to be passing here shortly. Now, our first two koalas ever to arrive at the San Diego Zoo is back in the 1920s. Our director headed over there to pick them up by boat. And when he arrived in Australia, he was met by the Australian government to be told that they don't release koalas outside of Australia. So we were a little bummed, but we understood. But just as that boat was ready to pull away, a truck pulled up with two crates on the back that said koalas from the children of Sydney to the children of San Diego. They got all the permits that were required and were allowing us to take those koalas back over here to San Diego. And ever since then, we've had the second highest population of koalas outside of Australia, with right around 25 in total. And folks, our middle koalas are here on the right. We'll get a better view of them as we make our way around the urban jungle. Kangaroo bus stop number 1 here on the right. Extremely important bus stop. That's the closest bus stop to where you can catch the kangaroo bus after the tour. Also, it's the closest bus stop to the front entrance and the exit to the zoo. Now, folks, here on the left-hand side, the first feeding is going to be over in about 9 minutes, so you did miss this one. But we have one more chance for you folks to come feed our amazing giraffes. Between 5 and 6, I believe, right, Monica? 5 and 6, we have another feeding. 3 biscuits for $10, and you guys can come feed these amazing animals, our Maasai giraffes. It is a fundraiser, so it goes directly back into the care for our animals. So these are our Maasai giraffes. Our tallest Maasai giraffe, he's actually all the way ahead of the bus right now by himself. His name is Silver, that tall, dark, and handsome guy right over there. He sits at about 16 feet tall. To give you guys an idea how large that is he can reach up and give everybody a big kiss on that upper level. Now you want to meet our newest member. Folks, I better hear a couple oohs and ahs, actually a whole bunch, because this is super cute coming up. If I don't know what's wrong with you guys. Right over here in the center, folks, we have our newest member to the Maasai giraffe. He was born about 2 months ago. He weighed 146 pounds when he was born and was 6 feet tall. Ladies, that's like having a basketball player. Where's my oohs and ahs? Oh, there we go. Now I feel better. Now, folks, I'm going to be hopping off the mic. We are entering a quiet zone where we have a backstage pass show that's going on. We have animal keepers working with our animal ambassadors, so we don't like to talk over. So I will be back on at the male koalas. Make sure you do pay attention to both sides of the bus, because we do have exhibits coming up. Hard for me not to talk on a tour, so I'm going to just kind of talk at a lower level. If you probably noticed on the left-hand side, what did you guys see? A dog and a cheetah, right? Well, that's because they are best friends, folks. They were introduced as pups and have been together ever since. Anytime we have a cheetah born at the zoo or our safari park that was either abandoned or neglected by its parents. The promised over here on the left-hand side are the male koalas. If you look where the bunches of leaves are, that's where you'll tend to find them hanging out. Now that back tree over there on the left-hand side, you'll probably see 2 koalas in there. The reason why there are 2 male koalas together is because they're juveniles and they're brothers. So they don't mind being together right now, but as they get older, they'll want to be separated and each get their own tree. I do want to talk about one more little animal that needs our help. It's the Tasmanian Devil. I know Warner Brothers gave them a bad name, but they are cute little guys, and they need our help drastically, folks. Back in 2008, they were marked as an endangered species due to a cancerous outbreak that actually wiped out close to 65% of their population. They're very reluctant on releasing any Tasmanian devils outside of Tasmania because they didn't want that disease to be spread. But luckily they found a couple of devils that did not have the disease, and they actually were sent over here in hopes that we can help save their species.
Day's gone. You're walking.
those sorts of things in general, because after you've seen like the novelty of seeing a really cool animal, that's good. But like,
Times,
you a mile.
yeah. Yes, to see a zoo once in a blue moon is fine. Would I make an attempt to go back? We went to SeaWorld the last time. We went to the zoo. We went to SeaWorld San Diego in '91, and because we'd done SeaWorld, and then we did SeaWorld the Gold Coast, and we said, yeah, SeaWorld is out now. Traditionally, in California Adventure, you can go back. We've got a 10-day pass, and we're not here. Would I do more than a day pass here? Would I do more than a day pass at the Gold Coast Theme Park? Definitely not.
Why?
They're alright, so they're okay. They're cute as some shit.
They are, yeah.
And they're just like, yeah. No one does theme parks like this one. That's at the top.
Oh, there it is. We're on the sky. On the way to the other side.
On the other side, just like the Jiggly
And then
on the other side.
queue up again and come back.
Yeah, and then it'll be not too long before we have to go back to Anaheim.
Yes.
And I'm thinking ahead for dinner tonight, and I'm thinking my two boys would like book the Beppo.
Oh, thank you very much.
Here you go.
We're running away.
Thank you. Big for a change. It's a suggestion.
We're stopped.
Maybe someone on a wheelchair getting out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe we'll see one of those.
They really kept us waiting for a long time on that haunted mansion ride last time.
Yeah, I did. I was just saying to your father, I remember once we were on it, I think we were on it in Orlando, and we were there for ages, and we were right by this tombstone that kept on falling back, and this person would come up and
Yeah.
like 2 minutes and watch this bloody thing.
San Diego City?
Yeah. It's quite big downtown.
Where's their convention centre?
Past.
See that church there? Yeah. Church or whatever that is. Plane coming through?
Maybe the Hippos.
No, that's the beach centre. That's the Catholic church. It's a very Mexican.
Pretty big zoo. This is full of them around here.
Yeah.
Yep.
You think Molly and Mandy will be able to make a good hunt for themselves?
Yep.
Oh, they would, yeah.
Remember when we were on this big random one at Cairns? There was that there were like 2 other people in there with us, and a woman was like freaking out at us.
There's a plane, the plane. Dear viewers, we're on the safari over on the things over the zoo. It's lovely cool up here. It's violet. The green, the green.
Like a big cat, all it does is just sleep around.
He wants to make sure that don't touch. He's coming back. He's coming back. Go stand there. Sorry, Leslie. No, don't stand in front, Leslie. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine.
Yeah, come on. one here. Where is he?
Sorry, is he stepping on you? No, I'm cute.
If you don't, you gotta go.
Esa es la parte de arriba.
So you don't want to have any coconut seed out, or is that a stick?
Seriously, can we do? Oh my god. Do you see
I was trying to zoom into him and trying to defocus the fence. I ended up focusing on the fence.
Yeah, very frank.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Would you like me to restore you to your former life?
Former life? Well, does anyone want to marry my son?
I do. I know, pronounce you husband and wife.